morning guys, Moira here. Yep, I am on YouTube in a face mask. Why not? Real life, as I always say, it's real life. So I thought today I would talk you through my skincare regime since going keto, and it has not really changed an awful lot. I just find that keto is enhancing the results that I get with my skincare. So I thought I would show you how I go from this scary face mask to barefaced and the products that I use to get me there. That's better. Freshly showered, barefaced, no makeup on, just my skincare routine, and I can't stress enough just how happy I am with my skin since going keto. And it is because I have stripped my diet obviously, and I'm not having any processed crap and drinking so much water. So I thought I would share with you just what I use. I'll go through masks and my morning skincare, and there is quite a few products, so I'll just tell you, the step that I do and what it is that I use for that. But the first thing that I have to say is I am absolutely no expert when it comes to skincare. All I have done is research the hell out of what different products can do and what my skin needs, and it has been a lot of trial and error. So I would implore people to do their own research if they're having issues with their skin, because there is so much information out there. I think I said in a previous video that my go-to skincare guru is Hirons. She's a UK blogger and YouTuber, and she's hilarious, but she says it how it is, and I have just got so much information from her. I will link her website below because it is just full of information, so I'll put that below. So my first tip for skincare is to make sure that you are getting plenty of water. So I have 7 bottles in the water. I have 7 bottles of water in my fridge, and none of them are less than a litre. So it just means that I've always got cold water when I want water, and anytime that I come into my office I bring a bottle of water with me and a glass, and I just get through that. So I normally go through 4-5 litres of water a day. In the morning when I get up, the first thing that I do while I'm getting ready, so while I'm doing my skincare, while I'm doing my makeup, I'm drinking a litre, and then I'll have breakfast and I'll probably have another half litre, maybe a litre. So I've already had between 1.5 to 2 litres before I leave the house to go to work. Then I take another 2 litres out with me, and my aim is to get through those when I'm out and about. And then at night I'm not too stressed about what intake I get, because I know that I've already hit 4 litres. So I'll have water with dinner, and then I'll have probably another glass of water. I don't like to have too much at night because I don't want to be up all night going to the bathroom. So I try to get my water in really early and just keep going through the day, and then taper off at night. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is the masks that I have been loving recently. And when I do a mask, I do a mask maybe 3 times a week. And I start with this. This is the Origins Maximizer, and you spray it on before you put a mask on, and it's supposed to maximize the effects of your mask. I don't know if it is doing anything, but I bought it, so that's why I'm using it. Something that I use if I have any breakout, so at that time of the month I may have a hormonal breakout, and at the moment I've got something just under the skin, just here under my nose. So I may do this one tomorrow. I didn't do this one this morning, but this is the Origins Clear Improvements Active Charcoal Mask, and I find that this is quite good for pulling out any pimples or anything, any blackheads or any congestion that I may have on my skin. This is quite good. It is quite tightening. So once I do this, I then would have a shower and then come out and do a sheet mask after it, just to put some hydration back into my skin. A mask that is new to me is this Kiehl's turmeric and cranberry seed energizing radiance mask, and I bought this on the recommendation of my boss. Actually, he used to work for Kiehl's, and I have a few other items from Kiehl's and love them, and he suggested that this would be really good for me. I don't use this all the time because it is a gritty mask, so you put it on, let it set, and then I would get in the shower and you would scrub it off. I don't do a lot of scrubs on my skin, so I don't use this very often. I've used it twice since having it. So then these are all from the Body Shop. So I have the Japanese matcha tea pollution clearing mask, the Chinese ginseng and rice clarifying polishing mask, and the British Rose fresh plumping mask. I love this one. I love a hydrating mask. I use this more than any of my other masks just because it is so hydrating and it is very plump into the skin. I used this one this morning, which is what I had on my face at the start of this video, and then I let it set probably 10 minutes. Then I had a shower, and it is a scrubby mask. So I did this because I haven't done a scrubby mask in a little while, so I just wanted to give my skin a real exfoliation. This one's really lovely. My skin's, you know, baby smooth right now, and then tomorrow I will go in with my rose mask to give myself some hydration because I'm flying the next day. Alright, so now I'm going to show you the products that I use for my morning skincare. There's 11. Yeah, I know. So the first thing that I do when I get out of the shower is a lip scrub. This is Lush lip scrub. At the moment I've got Sugar Plum Fairy. The other one that I like is the Mint Choc Chip something. I can't remember what it's called, or Choc Chip Mint. I can't remember. But they're the two that I like. There's another one. There's Popcorn. That's really sweet. And you put it on your lips, scrub, and then I wash it off over the sink. You don't lick the sugar off or anything because you're literally licking dead skin cells off. Not good. And then this is the chemical exfoliator that I use. This is Pixie Glow Tonic. So I just get a cotton round, put some of this on it, wipe all over my face, and I find that this keeps my skin quite fresh, and it has glycolic acid in it. It is an exfoliating toner, so it's not a hydrating one, but it will keep your skin looking fresh and glowy, hence the name Pixie Glow. This is something new to my routine, and again, this was a recommendation from my boss. This is the Kiehl's Iris Extract Activating Treatment Essence, and I started this when I started keto, so I'm so torn. Is it this or is it keto? Are they working well together? I'm not too sure, but this is an essence, and it's supposed to add another layer of hydration, but also supposed to help the serums and the creams that you're putting on afterwards. So I just pour a small amount of this into my hand and then rub my hands together and pat it onto my face, and then I am good to move on to my next step. My next step is eyes. So this is the eye cream that I'm using at the moment. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but I bought it, so I'm going to use it. This is the Antipodes Manuka Honey Skin Brightening Eye Cream, and I am fortunate. I don't get a lot of under eye darkness, but I can get puffy, and I don't know if this makes any difference, but I don't ever have any darkness under my eyes, and I religiously use an eye cream. The next thing is a spritz. So this is the Mario Badescu rose water, and you just buy this. I just get this from Mecca, and this just gives, after toning, it just puts that first layer of hydration onto my skin before I move into serum. Oh no, sorry, after that I do this. Oh my god, if you live in Australia and you don't know about this, get to Priceline and get yourself some. This is the Lucas's Pawpaw Ointment. I go through so much of this. I have this everywhere. I use this on my lips, but you can literally use it. I've also used it, I went through a period where my skin was really dry, so I used it as a balm for my whole face. And any rash, any irritation, I have it everywhere. So this, I can't recommend this enough. I would be lost without it. I have one everywhere, literally everywhere. Alright, so the first serum that I use in the morning is this. This is the Nuxe Youth and Radiance Revealing Anti-Aging Care. And I was introduced to this from a beauty box that I subscribe to. They no longer make the beauty box that this came from. And I got a small deluxe sample of it and loved it, loved the results that I got from it. And so I went out and found it, and I got the last two that Priceline had. So I'm really, really happy with that. The next serum that I use is this. This is the Ordinary's Hyaluronic Acid, 2%. I've only just started using this item. I normally use this. This is Hydroluron, and this is by Indeed Labs. And I have gone through countless tubes of this. It is, so hyaluronic acid, what it does is it is able to absorb moisture and hold moisture on your skin. So I normally do this towards the end of my skincare routine, but I had just finished this the other day, got it back up, and it's sitting here. But I had this to try, so I have tried it. I'm not a fan of it as much as I like my Hydroluron. This one is a bit sticky. Another Kiehl's product. So this is the Kiehl's Daily Reviving Concentrate. It is an oil. I have oily skin, but this just gives me so much hydration, and more so I'm going to find the benefits of this as we go into winter here in Australia, because the winter can really dry your skin out. So that's when I would change to heavier, more hydrating products, and this I think will come into its own in winter. I am in love with it, and it is the last serum that I put on before my moisturizer. So the moisturizer that I have been using for summer is this one, and this is the Antipodes Manuka Honey Skin Brightening Light Day Cream. So yes, it's the partner for my eye cream, and normally this is a really runny moisturizer, so I don't know if you can see that it's moving. Normally with a moisturizer they don't move, but this is really light. It's perfect. It has been perfect for summer, but in winter I will move to either the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, which is nice and thick and rich, or I'll move to the, I have skincare backups. Yeah, I know. Or I'll use the Antipodes Vanilla Pod Hydrating Day Cream, and this is really thick and moisturizing, and this is perfect for winter. Then the very last step that I do is sunscreen. Now I have been bad. I have not always been very diligent with sunscreen, but I'm getting to an age where I just want to make sure that I'm protecting my skin. You know, I'm doing all this other stuff, so I don't want premature sun damage wrecking all the other stuff that I do. So I have found this one, and it had been recommended so many times. This is from Mecca Cosmetica, and it's to save face, SPF 30+ facial sunscreen, and it is divine. And I put it on today because we are going out. Even though today is overcast, you can still get sun damage on your skin. During the week when I'm at work, I will use this as a primer. So I'll do all of my skincare, and then I will apply this, and then I don't use a primer for under my foundation, and it sits perfectly. My makeup doesn't run, or you know, it doesn't separate or anything like that. So this, I'm really happy with this, and I will buy again and again. So that is my morning routine, and